Hello, it's Ruby and happy 2026. I am currently preparing to submit my PhD application, which is due in 4 days. I will tell you about the calamity. Basically, my proposal is done, everything in my portal is done, references, example of work, CV, all of this, but my proposal I'm still tinkering with, and I actually have two proposals. Both are mainly written, one is more finalised than the other, and I've been toying between the two of them so much over the course of this year. One of my proposals is very safe and one of them isn't. One of them's a little bit more experimental in its methodology, and I decided that I was going to go for the safe option and made that decision in December, kind of been working with that and perfecting that safe proposal. However, the closer that I get to this deadline, the more I think I actually want to take a chance. It's the one that excites me more. Both of them I love, oh my gosh, and both of them I know I would love studying, but I don't know, I just kind of had this revelation 2 days ago, like at New Year. I was talking with somebody, a friend of my neighbour's, and she was talking about like the danger of going for the safe option and the importance of risk and how that had played out in her career. And I'm definitely quite a risk-averse person, and when making decisions I can play it quite safe. If I'm really honest with myself, I know that I would prefer the more experimental methodology, and I also think it's more important research. Not that I'm saying my research is important, just I think it's more important, and it would be something that I'd really want to bring to scholarship if I could. And so basically I've made that decision, but only with 4 days now until the deadline. And so this morning, like, you've just seen me working on that proposal and editing it. It definitely needs a lot of work. It's not very neat. Like, the framework is all there, but it definitely needs work, and that's why I've been scribbling all over it. But I'm excited about it. And I also wanted to show you, it's been snowy the last few days. So it snowed last night and it's been so cold that it hasn't melted. And it's just so gorgeous. I love rain, but I also love snow. I think I just love any kind of precipitation. But it's so pretty, and I'm so glad that it hasn't been warm enough to melt it yet, because it's just gorgeous. And I love the light. I love the way that everything becomes so bright when it snows. Like, look. Oh, Lola. You're so cute. She was a little sick after New Year, weren't you, Bubba? And look, she's had a haircut and her moustache is so big and it goes all funny when she sleeps. The mug I'm using, it was a Christmas gift from Noah. Truthfully, I have never in my whole life seen a mug this beautiful. And the fact that Noah sculpted it and then painted it, like, how beautiful is that? I love it, and I've used it basically every day since. I'm gonna have a grind coffee. This is my second coffee, and I've already had 2 mugs of tea. So in this video, you will see me scrawling all over many drafts of this proposal, and this remains my favourite way to edit something. I really like actually having a tangible copy, because obviously most things are typed now. I find it's very easy to get kind of stuck in that bubble with your computer, and the paper kind of provides a different perspective. I feel like I'm more able to read it as someone separate from myself than I can when I'm on my computer staring at it. If you don't print and annotate all over real copies of your manuscripts and drafts and essays, then this is your sign to give it a go, because it really is a game changer. I've just got changed into something else so I can go out on a walk, and I did a voice recording of the whole of the proposal, which I listened back to. I don't like it at all, but that's a yet, and I know that I can improve it before the deadline. There are also like 3 or 4 things that I realised I just need an extra scholar or like bit of research to justify my point, and so I'm going to do that research tonight as well. But it's at that point where it's just so overwhelming, and I'm doubting whether I can get it done, and I'm stressing over the possibility of me not getting it done. But also, the thing to always remember is, like, you have more time than you think you do, and there is always a period when you're writing something where it's terrible, but that doesn't mean it's going to stay terrible. And if you keep on working on it, it's going to become less terrible. Pretty you are. Oh, she was just eating the snow. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. It's also just stunning because of the snow. There really isn't very much in this particular field, but it's underfoot. And I feel so grateful for the fact that it did snow. I've also just been writing vague notes in my notes app for my proposal. That's the top tip too. If you're working on an application, just have a notes page, like an ongoing notes page where you can jot down quick thoughts, and also like a little tiny commonplace book where you can write down like thoughts and sources and things as they come up that you can add in. And again, I'm here annotating a draft for the proposal. As you can see, I'm actually writing down a list in this notebook though of all the things that I still want to research or want to add to, or any edits I want to make. Whenever you're daunted by a task, breaking it into more manageable tasks is a great way to kind of actually get yourself to do it. So because the whole project was feeling so daunting, I break it down into really tiny things. Little things like check that you're calling all scholars by their full names the first time you mention them, which is a really tiny thing. It will take you like 2 minutes to check. But having the list kind of shows you that you are making progress and you are doing something, because often when you're editing, you feel like you're just going around in circles and it doesn't really feel like you're making any progress. And a list like that is just a way for you to realise that you are doing something, and that if you keep on doing something, you will end up finishing the task. I've just finished those final bits of research and it was so interesting. I loved doing that research, but it's so funny because I was so resistant to doing it and I really didn't want to, and I got into bed and I was like, I really want to do this other thing instead. So I did this trick that works every single time, and I told myself I only had to research 2 of the 9 bullet points. I had to find the answers to those and then I could do whatever I wanted. And inevitably, once I'd done the first 2, I was in the zone and I wanted to keep on going and I wanted to keep on researching, and so I finished everything. But sometimes making the task that little bit less daunting, kind of making it as undaunting as possible, and just making sure that you sit down and start it. Like that's the hardest bit, getting yourself to sit down. And so try and take away as many barriers as you possibly can, and then when you're there, it's easier just to keep on going than to get up. So it always works, and I never think it's going to work. This time I didn't think it was going to work and it still did. Anyway, it's now about 8:30 and I have completed all of the major stuff that I wanted to do. So I'm not going to do any more PhD work today. I can finish that in the morning. Good morning. The snow hasn't melted yet, which is wonderful, so the view outside my window is so lovely. I'm now just going to transfer the research I did last night into the proposal, and this is my view with the snow. This one is fir scented. I've just made those edits and I'm now going to print it so that I can annotate. It's terrible because I'm looking at it and I'm like, I really don't like this, it needs so much work, but I know that it's possible to finish it. You always have to remember that it's possible to finish it. Martha got me one of these for Christmas and I'm really craving a miso soup. This is so interesting. It's like this. And then you just pop it in. So weird. Oh, it smells amazing. Also, I got some green tea. I love green tea. I think green tea is my favourite. At the moment, at least. Also, I feel like my mouth should be working too. Let's get her up from here. She can do some PhD work too. Okay, I think it's done. And no, I'm still not feeling confident with it. It's 12 o'clock and I haven't checked in at all, but I managed to finish the proposal and the references. And then there is this scholarship that I'm just going to apply for, even though I'm very unlikely to get it. So I'm writing an application for that. First up, I do have a video which I need to film this morning to send over to a brand. And so I'm going to do that now. It's very slightly snowing, very gently. I must say, I'd always slightly surprise myself when working on things like this because I forget how perfectionistic I get about pieces of writing, and it's kind of embarrassing how long I will take just rewriting the same sentence to make sure that it sounds just right. Oh, and if you're interested, here I am just checking the structure of the piece works. This is something I always like to do for essays or extended pieces of writing. So just going through each of like the core points of your argument. I think it can be easy to fixate on one particular structure. Like if that's the one you start with, you think, oh, that's the best one. At least that's something I do. And writing it out in a different format, I find just helps to give a new perspective. I've just annotated the maybe possibly final version of this proposal. I'm going to type those changes up now and then print off another version. I don't know, I don't love it. And I get like this every single time because it can't be perfect and I'm communicating what I want to communicate. But the thing that I always find really helpful when writing any kind of essay or application, and what I've just done, is that I've written out the structure logically so that I can kind of make sense of it a little bit better. Is it extra to wear moon boots? Absolutely. Will I still wear them? Yes. Look! Look at the greenhouse. It's all icy. The snow is so beautiful, but even though I am loving this view and loving this walk, I am very stressed. And I've just recorded it. Like, I love doing voice recordings, and whenever I'm unsure of something, I record it and then I will listen to it back while I'm walking, and then I get up the Google Drive document and I edit whilst I'm listening. And it always makes me feel like slightly better about it. However, there are a few lines that just don't work. I think hopefully if I do another hour now, I will feel more confident with it. Oh, I don't know. I've finally finished and I feel kind of okay with it. I'm gonna go have a shower and then I will reread it again before I actually upload it. But I'm feeling more confident. You have to trust yourself in this process. I really hope that this video is able to demonstrate that. Like, you have to trust the process, and it's going to get worse before it gets better, and you're going to hate it, but that doesn't mean you're going to hate it at the end. So then here I was checking every tiny little detail of my application to make sure everything was properly uploaded and all the information was correct. I've got these pimple patches on because I've got spots on the sides of my face, which I never get spots anymore. I used to get spots really badly when I was 11, 12, but I haven't got them for ages, and so these have surprised me slightly. I've finished my proposal and I've checked my application and it's provisionally ready to go, but I'm not going to click submit just this second. I wanted everything to be up there though, because I think because it's the night before the site keeps on lagging and crashing, and I think it's everyone trying to upload their applications at the same time. So I've uploaded my proposal, even though I'm going to do another read through right before I go to bed and upload that version. But I just wanted it to be done so that just in case it didn't upload, I would still be able to submit it, if that makes sense. Yeah, oh my gosh, I'm not feeling 100% confident about this application. And I'm really worrying I've done something wrong. Like, part of me thinks I've done something wrong. Oh my gosh, it is making me nervous. Okay, I'm gonna log back into my portal. I'm gonna check my application again. I included that rambling just to demonstrate how much overthinking goes into academics sometimes. I don't think the video is honest if I don't show that overthinking. Okay, I think it's done. These are all of the ticked elements. There is so much that goes into it. This one will be ticked, but the most is here. And I have just triple checked every document which is uploaded, because you have to upload your transcripts and like your proposal, example of work, all of this, and I'm so scared of getting something wrong. Excuse the fact I am an absolute mess, but I'm submitting this with exactly 12 hours till the deadline because it's 11:59 and the deadline is midday tomorrow. Please wait. Oh, it's done. That's so strange. I actually can't believe that it's just done like that. Oh, well, that was quite stressful and I can't believe it's finished and I don't know if I'm happy with it. I can't think about whether I'm happy with it anymore though, because there's nothing I can do. There we go. I'm gonna go to bed because I'm very tired, but I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I did really enjoy working on this application, even though the perfectionism did hit quite hard today. But I hope you're having a wonderful day and that you have more than just a productive week. My bed looks exceptionally cozy right now. And how cute is this little guy? Martha got him for me for Christmas.